I know when that highlight bling, that could only mean one thing. I know when that highlight bling, that could only mean one thing. Ever since I left Sephora, I swear it's like I turned my desk around and now I'm like funnier. Hey you guys, what's up? It's Vikeejeah and I'm here to talk about all things high beams. Look at it, like I'm deliberately trying to catch the light because that's like the best part of makeup, isn't it? Highlight. Yes, ma'am. I am going to show you my highlight collection and why I love my highlighters and the different ways that I use them. So let's just jump right in. My very first highlighter, I didn't even know was a highlighter because this was before the hype of highlighters. And it comes in the Sephora Pantone Universe palette. This is the blush palette and the color of the year at the time was Radiant Orchid. This is actually a blush palette. And here's Radiant Orchid, which is a blush. But these two can actually be used as highlighters. They're shimmery blushes. This one right here, it just, you know, blends right into the skin. But as you can see, it does cast a slightly radiant glow. And then this bronzy one right here does the same thing. It has a little bit of a pink undertone to it. And once you get it on, it's like a shimmery blush. But you could totally use it as a highlight. Let me put a little more on. It's very close to my skin tone, so it just gives like this radiant glow. And then this one right here is a little bit brighter. And these are along the lines of a more subtle shimmer. Like just it's not even a shimmer, it's a glow. Like it really is a glow. And speaking of glow, no one does that better than Hourglass. Hourglass gives you, like it really has like no sparkly bits in it whatsoever. And this one in particular is a blush. This is the ambient lighting blush and it's in Radiant Magenta. This one has, it's like marble swirl of the magenta and gold. And what you do is you swirl them together. And it looks like this. And then I'm going to do it like right here. And then you just swirl it till it fades in. And you just get some, like this very slight, you can see it like right in this area. This very slight luminescence. And this is really great for those of you, either if you have like mature skin or you have large pores and you don't want to draw attention to it, but you still want to have some radiance to your skin. This is it. This and the actual ambient lighting powders will give you the glow, that like radiance that you're after. It's not going to be like sparkly and shimmery and all of that, bringing attention to the things that you want to kind of downplay. But it's a really great way to get that radiance that you're after. Keeping in line with things that aren't shimmery but more radiant, the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finishes do exactly that. This is probably one of my favorite everyday highlighters. And I'm gonna go ahead, yeah, I got it all off, okay. This one in particular is Shafted Gold. It's from the Magic of the Night collection, which was limited edition. This is the more gold one. The Oh Darling is comparable to Whisper of Guilt. It's a whiter gold, but this one I believe is better for deeper skin tones. Okay, so here it is, swatch, and then here it is on me. I'm just gonna blend it right in because that's what I normally do, like right over the knuckle, so you can see how it catches the light. Radiance. There's no sparkly bits up in here. I'm gonna put even more on. There's no sparkly bits. You're just radiant as all get out. Look. Woo. That's the best part of wearing highlighters, you guys, is when that light just bounces and you're like, oh, look at me. So we're gonna ease into the intensity on this one. Next one up is Becca's Afterglow palette, and this is an exclusive to Ulta. If you look in here, there are 5, count them, 5 colors. Some of them are blushes, 2 of them in fact. These 2 here are blushes, and their colors are Flower Child and Wild Honey. Those are mineral blushes. And then in the middle here is the Shimmering Skin Perfecting Pressed Powder in Topaz. And then you have the next one in Rose Gold, and then you have Moonstone. And these are very popular. These are very popular in the range of highlighters from Becca. So if you get this whole set, and yes, they're small pans, but you guys, you just tap your brush in there. Like, these will last you a really long time. And I believe the cost for this is around $45, something like that. I mean, it's $38 for a full-size Becca one. For just one. So I mean, if you're getting this whole palette and you're getting 2 blushes and 3 highlights, I mean, this is an incredible value. So let's go ahead and swatch. I'm just gonna swatch the highlights because the blushes don't have any shimmer in them. So I'm just gonna swatch these 3 here. So I did this a little funky, but this is Moonstone, this is Rose Gold, and this is Topaz. Alright, and there they are. I'm going to blend them in a little bit because I don't want them to blend into each other. Yeah, there we go. So you can use all of these, but I do want to caution my, like, as somebody who is maybe 3 to 4 shades darker than me, I would want to caution you on Moonstone just because it's a more silvery, a silvery tone. The undertones are like definitely more white than they are yellow. Pearl, which I am going to show you guys in a moment. Pearl has a little bit of like a yellow, white gold undertone to it, which is better suited if you like a lighter toned highlight and you're a deeper skin tone. That would be better suited for you. I think Moonstone is better for paler skin or lighter skin with a more neutral undertone. But Rose Gold and Topaz are absolutely WOC warm tone, warm undertone friendly. Bathe in it. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna move right along the spectrum from Becca in terms of palettes and such, and I have the Jaclyn Hill collaboration, which is Champagne Glow. This is Afterglow. This is Champagne Glow. Champagne Glow was exclusive to Sephora. And this features Pearl, Champagne Pop, and Blushed Copper. This is a shimmering blush. This is actually, you can use it as a highlight if you're a deeper skin tone, you know, a much deeper skin tone, or maybe, I don't know, Lupita-esque. This could be a really awesome highlight for you, a subtle highlight. Or if you are closer to my complexion, or even, you know, a little bit lighter, you can use this as a blush, just, you know, a regular blush. These two are in fact highlighters, and this is the one I was saying for deeper skin tones who love that bright highlight. This one is good for you. I love this on the center of my face. I use it all the time on the center of my face. Champagne Pop I use on my cheeks more often, sometimes up here in the forehead area. This I use on my chin, or I use it as an overlay on other blushes. I do have Champagne Pop as a full size. I bought it before this came out. I love it, so I'm happy I have it. It's the one I use the most often. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all 3 of these for you. Here they are on my finger. This is Pearl, Champagne Pop, Blush Copper. Yeah, I love this. This has the most beautiful peachy undertones. It is so stunning. And then Champagne Pop has this beautiful mix of like melon in there and yellow gold. And then this one has just the slightest, like super bright, like yellowish white gold to it. These are absolutely stunning. This is my favorite palette. This is the palette that I reach for the most often. Here they are blended out a little more. Look at how that just, look at what that does to my skin. I would put that all over my collar, you know, if I had one. So those highlighters are more luminescent and shimmery without being too glittery. We're gonna move towards the more glittery highlights next. A highlighter that I consider comparable to Champagne Pop, if you're not interested in paying $38 for a highlighter, is from Ofra Cosmetics, and it's actually an eyeshadow highlight, you know, kind of deal. It's called Bliss, and it's a little pan, this, hello, all right, come on. And this color is not an exact dupe, but it is a comparable dupe if you would prefer to spend $15 instead. So here is Bliss. Let's get a little deeper. That's the other thing too. It's nowhere near as pigmented, but it definitely is like super pretty. I don't consider it a bad thing that it's not as pigmented as Champagne Pop, because you run the risk of overdoing it when you use Champagne Pop or any Becca highlighter for that matter, because honey, these suckers are very, very pigmented. I mean, all you need to do is just tap gently up in here and you have, I'll show you. I barely tapped. And look at that. One more time. All I did was tap at the end in there. So, there you go, side by side, and then blend it out a little bit. As you can see, they are quite similar. This is Bliss from Ofra Cosmetics. This is Champagne Pop from Becca. So, just throwing that out there. If you are on a budget, if you are a beauty girl on a budget, and you like Champagne Pop, but you're not willing to pay the Champagne Pop prices, definitely Ofra Cosmetics Bliss eyeshadow / highlighter. Cop that. A couple more glittery highlighters for you. This is Laura Geller's Gilded Honey. You can get this at Ulta for about $24. I think that's a really good price, considering it, you know, let's compare it again to like the Champagne Pop size pan. Let's compare it to the MAC Illuminator pan. Definitely not as much product, but beautiful. Gilded Honey has a slight, you know, deep swirling on the swirl. I love like the little swirl. It's called Gelato Swirl Illuminator, and the color is, it's got a little bit of pink in there, like peach, kind of like a peachy melon color. And I'm gonna swatch it over here. You get a lot of color. I did like rub the heck out of it, but I mean, you get a lot of color on initial deposit, and it has a sparkle in it. This is one of those highlighters that has sparkle. So when you blend it out, I'm gonna blend it out like in its entirety. You blend it out, you still get quite the light catching, like it's metallic as heck. So this is just like pure gold. I absolutely love it. It looks like 24 karat gold. It's absolutely stunning. I would wear this on my body. Summertime, I'm just gonna blend it all the way out. In the summertime. Out there at the beach. Come on, honey. Stop playing. That is freaking gorgeous. So yeah, the hype about Gilded Honey being comparable to Whisper of Guilt, I can't tell you if that's true or not because I don't own Whisper of Guilt. But what I can tell you is that it's a really beautiful 24 karat gold with a slight sort of peachy undertone to it. So it's really great for deeper skin tones. And since we're talking about glow and, you know, like summertime bronzy goodness, let's talk about the Shimmer Brick from Bobbi Brown. I picked the one up in bronze and I really love it. I use it a lot. And I'm a little nervous about putting it on its side because I've had it for a little while, so the bricks are a little loose. But here it is. It has 5 different bronze tones. And what you can do is you can swipe individual colors to achieve a certain look that you're going for. All of them are different. There's like deep bronze, there's like almost a chocolatey bronze in here. There's one with some rosy tones to it. There's one that's like a rose gold. And then there's one that's like a super deep dark chocolate. And if you mix them all together, you get this really incredible swirl around in here. Look at that. And it just becomes this beautiful bronzy glow. I love how it's bouncing off my wrist bone there. It's so pretty. This is one of my faves as well. This is like in the top 3. I love it because you can customize it. This is one of those things that I think is worth the investment, because you can literally dip into the individual bricks, or you can swirl it around just to get that overall bronze look. You can wear different colors on different parts of your face. It's just perfect. If you got this, you probably wouldn't need quite a few of these. So I think it's definitely worth having a look at. And now that I have pretty much overwhelmed myself, I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely overwhelmed myself with these kind of higher end highlighters, I want to talk about a couple that are more affordable. The Missy Lynn palette for my deeper skin toned ladies, or my ladies who just generally love a golden glow. There are two highlighters within the Missy Lynn palette that are really great, like beautifully pigmented. I'm wearing them today. You have more of a gold highlight, and then you have more of a bronze highlight. And while they probably look very similar, when you look at them at a glance, they are different. I will swatch them for you. You can see it more on my finger that this one is deeper than this one, just slightly. When you swatch them out on your hand, you can see that subtle difference. Now I'm going to mix them together. It's a really beautiful glow, isn't it? It gives more of a golden yellow cast. So if you are of a deeper skin tone, it is better suited for you. And lastly, we have the Carli Bybel palette. Both of these are from BH Cosmetics, so you know they're very affordable. The Carli Bybel palette has 4 highlighters in it, and these are very shimmery, very pigmented. They blend out very nicely. You have one that's a deep bronze, and then it goes all the way to this very pale pink shimmer. So she covers the range of skin tones in terms of these highlighters. You know, if you're very pale skin, or if you're a very deep skin in skin tone, then there's something in here for you. Because I actually use this one a lot. I actually really love this one, and I even put this one on as a like a center face highlight. Or like a Cupid's bow highlight. I really like them. I don't use this one, admittedly. I probably would in my inner tear duct. And this one I would use like as a kind of blush overlay, or if I'm not going for a strong highlight, I would just use like these two. So yeah. Oh, sorry. I should swatch them for you. So here they are. You have the deep bronze all the way to the pale pink. So these are how they look swatched against my skin tone. You can see why I favor this one the most, right? This one almost barely shows up, so I would probably layer it underneath this one. And I use this one on occasion when I want to brighten up the center of my face. I do not use this one at all, but I would use it on my tear duct, as I mentioned before. So there you go. Those are the Carli Bybel highlighters. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. If you have any questions at all, or if you just want to leave me a word, go ahead and hit that comment section and let me know how you like this video. And if you did like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. There's this red button somewhere around here, and if you click it, you get updated via email about when I have a new video, so you never miss one of my videos. I post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you definitely want to stick around and catch some more beauty info. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love doing this. I love talking to you guys about beauty. I love this stuff. I love it so much that I am now the organizer of Lipstick and Laughter, which is a New England-based beauty meetup group. And I will have a link in the description box for you so that you can check it out and join and come hang with us if you are in the New England area. We have monthly meetups where we meet for a little bit of cafe au lait and shop till you drop. So I look forward to meeting a lot more of you. And if you are in the New England area and you are interested in makeup artistry services, or if you're interested in a personal shopper, a personal beauty consultant, I'm your girl. In the description box, I have my MUA page from Vikeejeah.com where you can find out what my rates are for personal beauty consulting. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you again for watching. I will be back with more for you very soon. Love you guys, and see you soon. Mwah.